And to get going here, to make our regalo flexible wing that's foldable, we're going to need this for materials for our 1/8 by 1/8 balsa. So cut two that are 9 3/4 inches, two 10-inch pieces, two 2-inch pieces, and two 1-inch pieces. Go ahead and get those cut up. Then you could also find yourself some stiff cardboard. This is some packaging off of some peanut butter and jelly sandwich packaging. You could use maybe from 12 pack. It's the same type of cardboard that you'd find if you bought a 12 pack of soda. So you can even get creative with the pattern. So if you want to see a certain pattern, you can use that. Then if you got one of these little jigs, we're going to be using that. If you don't have one of these, well, you can make one. You'll see how we're going to use it. Basically, we just have to remember that our interior angle is 110 degrees here. Okay, so that would be the angles from here to here when you're making that, if you make that. Okay. Alright, so to get going here, I'm going to kind of consider the pattern underneath there. I want to just going to hold it on there. I'm going to draw a line. And that line is just going to be where I put some glue. Okay. So I have a nice straight line. Okay. Go ahead and get some super glue and lay it on there. Okay. Now we're going to be taking one of our 9 3/4 inch pieces of, oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. We're going to take one of our 2-inch pieces of balsa and lay it right on there. And just hold it till it's secure. Okay, and the first use then for this will be to cut our angle here. So I'm going to get this positioned, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my blade on here, looking right here at this point right here is where I can rest a mark for my pencil. So I'll put one there, and I'll put one here, and so if you can imagine this line between the dots, it's going to slice right through. Okay. So I'm really just paying close attention to make sure that my blade is right where that mark was, essentially. And I had you draw those dots for now, just kind of for that visual. So, alright, get that out. Okay, so yeah, you can see those dots right at the tip of my blade and how that lined up nicely with the cut I made. Okay, so now what we're going to do is glue in the other piece. Alright, let's see, to start off I'm going to take my other 2-inch piece. I'm just going to hold it right on there. And now that you know what you're going for the cut, I'm just going to eye this so that my blade's right in the middle. I'll start the cut. And then when I put these together, you'll see with this little jig in there, you can see they line up pretty nicely. And that's what I want to glue in there. Okay, so go ahead and get some glue ready. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have to kind of do this efficiently here so that we get it in position. So I'm going to hold all this together, and that's right where it will go. So I'm going to make sure I hang on to this piece and the piece of balsa here. And then again, I got to watch because you don't want to glue the piece on, but you're going to get right along the edge of it. Oops, I forgot I want to put a little right here. And then I'm going to angle it in. So I put that down, push it up against my plastic piece, and then I'm going to get that plastic piece out of there as soon as I can. Okay. Alright, just watch your fingers so you don't end up gluing them down. And see, if you got a little something, you could probably, if you had a little too much glue like that I did, maybe you can spread it out or absorb it with something. Okay.